Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. Every day when I start this off, I'm like, do I really pan around the driveway again and show them the pasture? And that is part of my 10 acres out there, the 10 acres that I lease. So it's my view, it's my parents' view. But every morning I'm like, man, do I really just show them that view again? But then I come back here and I look around and I listen to the birds and I'm like, yeah, that's the view. So pretty, so peaceful. Man, did you guys see those potatoes? Y'all were right about that. Let's go, hang on. Let's go look at the biggest one again. Pretty cool. Now these are fingerling potatoes from Haas in our Tarter raised bed planter. Courtesy of Tarter, which we sincerely appreciate. And these fingerling potatoes are courtesy of Haas as well. Actually, I went and visited Haas and Tarter. You can see those videos, yeah, right here. It looks like I missed right here, but like when I planted it, let me zoom in. When I planted it, this was the biggest eye. Now I covered them with dirt when I put them in the ground, but the rain beat it down. But apparently there was an eye over here that was much stronger and it just said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna grow. And it did. Probably because it was protected more when this got uncovered. Same with that one over there. There's a potato on the right side, but the eye on the left of it, because it looks like there's 2 potatoes, but the eye on the left of it is actually what grew out. And then this one just said, hold my juice box, I'm growing. So, and then there's nothing in here except for weeds. I got a bunch of cool stuff to show you guys. We got animals that are gone because I sold them, which was the plan. And then I've got animals that you guys haven't even seen yet, which I'm super excited. If you follow us on social media, which you should, if you don't, you're missing out. Lola is about to pop. I mean, baby piggies, any day. I'm shocked at how big she is, because last year I knew nothing. It was the first time I'd ever had a pig farrow. That's the right word, isn't it? Farrowing, first time a pig had ever had piglets. I really knew nothing. I didn't even know what to look for. But after going through that last July, which is not the optimal time to have baby piggies, it was really, really hot. But I didn't know what I was doing. I did my best. She gave birth a little bit later, but it worked out, it's okay. But this year we were like, okay, let's put them together early. So that way she has them like late spring-ish, because it's 59 degrees this morning. Perfect weather because she'll be able to keep them warm if she does have them, if and when, or I should say when. She also won't have a hard time, you know, staying cool herself while keeping them warm. So cool, but check it out. Tomatoes, blackberries. Pretty excited. I'm not gonna water those yet because we're gonna come back over here in a minute. And we've got to get a fence around this thing. As you can see, there's a little security camera right here, and we've already had deer sniffing around our raised bed planters, which we knew would happen. Now they know they're here, and thankfully, for whatever reason, they haven't eaten my potato yet. If they do, I'll have potato flavored venison. Got to get a fence around this so they don't eat the potatoes and what's to come. I know you guys are like, I can't believe you haven't put anything in those raised beds. I have my starts at home. Take it easy. It was snowing 12 days ago, okay? So take it easy. Just gorgeous out here. Absolutely gorgeous. Somebody asked me what brand that shed is. I have absolutely no idea. It's a local builder, so it's not like you can run to a big box and have them bring it to you. I mean, I'm sure they make something like that. Holy cow. So I've seen Dad's video, but believe it or not, because the work I've done that you guys are about to see over there, I have not actually walked down this path yet. How cool is this? So remember, I'm allergic to poison ivy, like allergic. I can deal with it. I'm a grown man. I can go get a shot. It gets dried up, but I don't want it either. So Dad, the other day, he had some leftover base rock. And check this out. And this is why, by the way, he has a smaller tractor, because you couldn't do this with a bigger one. You couldn't fit back here. Boys are gonna love this. Bam. How cool is that? So now, even though it's a thin layer, and he clearly weed eated the other sides to make it a little bit wider. Oh, and he got these giant, there were some massive rocks. Here they are. There were some massive rocks right here. Yeah, look at that. So that's a size 14 boot. And that's a big rock. Check that out. How cool is that? Yeah, now we can spray this to keep the weeds down. And it just kind of gives us a place that we know is safe to walk from snakes and things. Hi, Smokey. Hi, Smokey. What's she doing? Here's your medicine. Chew it up like a big girl. Not a girl. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come here. Oh, so muddy. So muddy already. So muddy. Yeah. Here's Pennyworth and Fox. What? That's how they spend most of their days, chasing each other around. You can actually see them all playing together. It's pretty cool. Here's the other two. Got Robin and Batman. And everybody's favorite, Mr. Thanksgiving himself. Which I know some of y'all were like, hey, when Smokey is defending you or working or protecting you or whatever, Mr. T, and you say, get her, get her. That's why she's digging holes over there. And you're encouraging her to get Mr. T. Let's be honest. He's kind of a cornhole. Weeds. You eat weeds. You get food like little bit of food. You eat weeds. That's your job. What's up, buddy? Mr. T's a pain. And as soon as the turkeys stop laying, he gone. What's up, chicks? What's up, chicks? All right, guys. Let's get a good look at all of you here. What do you think, buddy? Animals that are gone. Well, let's feed everybody and see if you guys can figure out who's gone. Actually, let's feed Lola first. She's pregnant. She's hungry. No offense. I'm hungry and I'm not pregnant. I just look it. And Haas is gone, as y'all know, to that freezer in the sky. Some of you were curious how much meat the neighbor that bought him got. So I am going to post that right here. There's nothing, right? It's just a screenshot of the meat they were able to get from Haas. I would estimate he was just shy of about 300 pounds. You know I'm working. You know who I'm talking to every morning. What's up, boys? What's up, boys? How'd you even get this through here? That thing has seen better days now. I don't think they enjoyed that very much because they couldn't run. Everybody wave bye to Grandma. She's going to work. Smokey. Sold the rabbits. They gone. Speedy, winking, and blinking. They're all gone. But it's for the better. They're actually not going to go be meat rabbits. They are going to get bred. But they're going to be in like a chicken run. Like a rabbit run. Well, I won't say their names. But let's call them A and C. They are subscribers to the channel. They drove 3 hours to come get them. We sincerely appreciate it. They took the hutches and everything, and it's just awesome. So blessed that they're going to live, the rabbits are going to live out their days in a bigger area. So super cool. They're just starting a homestead. They got like 20 acres, no channel, nothing like that. it's just cool to be somebody who, I don't mean like I inspired them, because they had the land before I knew who they were. But they bought 20 acres and a tractor, and they're just going for it. It's cool to be somebody that they watched to get information from. Now, with that note, do some of the things I do and most of what I say. Because most of what I say is what I've been told and what I've learned and what I know is right. But then what I do is what works best for my farm, and so should everybody else out there. He even thinks so too. And I was just too busy for the rabbits. There's nothing wrong with the rabbits. But the rabbits are gone. The rabbits are gone. Hoss is gone. Everybody went to good homes or amazing freezers. All is well. I'm happy. I've been keeping a secret from you guys. This just happened yesterday, so it's not been, well, 2 days ago for you guys. So it's not been a secret very long, but let me show you something. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Bam! They're super skittish because of their ride in the truck, but they got feed, so they're a little content. Check them out. They are 2 gilts, and they are registered Idaho pasture pigs. I haven't got the paperwork on them yet, but they are going to be registered. They came from a registered farm, of course, and they are awesome. I'd get closer, I'd scoot through that grass, but they'd take off. So yeah, I bought hippie pigs. I say hippie because from what I've read, whew, almost bit it. There's kind of this stigma around the Idaho pasture pig. And it's nobody in particular. I can't think of a single name that makes me feel this way. There's people who are like, oh, that's a mixed pig, it's a mini pig, blah, blah, blah. Well, this mini pig is bigger than Hoss, will get bigger than Hoss. Let's call it a creator's breed, a designer's breed. Idaho pasture pigs are a combination of the Cooney, a Burke, a Duroc. And it's basically raised for the heritage, the size, and the meat, as they come in really cool colors. These are 2 females. I do have a boar coming that's about the exact same age. And as soon as he gets here, I'll show you guys. We'll keep them separate for a little bit, but I'll probably put them together for a little bit as well, because they'll kind of grow up together, and he won't know he's a boy and they won't know they're girls for a couple months. But I'm pretty excited. This is what I wanted to do. This is why I started a farm. I wanted to try different breeds. I wanted to try different types of pig. We will be breeding them for our own freezer, as well as for piglets to sell to some of y'all if you're local or you want to make the drive. These pigs, you know, like I mentioned, Hoss, the American guinea hog, they take about 18 months to get to a processing weight. Now, it's amazing food, amazing meat, amazing, you know, you get a lot out of that pig at 18 months. That's a long time. I'm pretty stinking excited, to say the least. They're kind of hard to come by. They are a little bit more. I paid more for these than I did Hoss or Lola. You've got a small farm pig that's not gonna get, hey. You've got a small farm pig that's not gonna get obnoxiously big that you can't handle. And they're also not gonna tear up your pastures. Because what's crazy is, if Hoss was in here, and I know Hoss was a much bigger pig, but this is like, oh, it's probably 24 by 16 right now, this little pen that they're in. And if Hoss was in here, this would all be turned over already. In one night, he'd already turned it over. Whereas these guys will actually choose grass over grain if you feed them right. And I just happen to know that there's 10 acres over there of grass. So, and with only 2 steers, or even if I added a couple more, I'll still have room for these guys. Lola, you doing all right? You doing okay? Any day now, lady. Any day. I'm proud of you, for what it's worth. I think there might be more than one or two in there. Nest all set up. Got a watering hole. Unlimited water supply, thanks to our friends at Tarter. Yep. You got a fan club over at Tarter too. They think a lot of you. All right, we'll let you sleep. Speaking of sleeping, are you okay over there? Should be any day. Speaking of any day. Sorry, buddy. Right there. Look at those mushrooms that came up in the hay overnight. It's crazy. Hey, can you back? Can you back? Can we not and say we did, please? I know it's not ideal. I know. I worked something out though. Okay, it's gonna change really, really quick. I promise. There's 2 more round bales over there. You got one of them half eaten. I promise it's gonna change real quick, okay, buddy? All right? It's gonna change real quick, okay? Real quick. All right, so now we need to go get, let's see if there's any eggs in here first. Or no, we might save those later for Adler. Any eggs in there? Yeah, just one. We'll save those for Adler. You guys all right? You look pretty content. We're gonna run to the feed store. We're gonna get a roll of fencing for the garden and some goat feed, probably some cattle cubes, maybe a piece of diet breakfast pizza. See you in a minute. And I'm back. So here it is before. Like I said, we're gonna put 4-foot fence all the way around this. And then we're gonna take a motion out of Jason, my buddy down at Cog Hills playbook, and string up some prayer flags. Hopefully keep the deer out because we've already got deer walking up to my taters. But I'll spare you guys doing this because rather than watch a montage of me pounding T-posts, I'll save that and put some extra time in with Adler and the boys later. So anyway, give me a minute. Welcome to Missouri. We grow rocks, and weeds. T-posts. I was gonna weed eat and clean it up, make it look real good. I ain't doing it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it's only 4 feet high, the fence. And it's just a 100-foot roll of welded wire. Nothing's gonna be climbing on it. Like, we're not worried about keeping Smokey in or pigs or anything like that. But however, it might not be a bad idea to put one of the IPP pigs in here right now and let him eat it down. But Grandpa's gonna come out and he's gonna clean all this up inside the garden. I don't know if we'll mess with this out here, but I'm sure he'll keep it down around it at least. But either way, so he's gonna clean this up, and yeah, it'll look really good. And we're still gonna mulch in here, at least between the beds, to keep the weeds down a little bit. Because and when I say mulch, I mean we're still gonna rent a mulcher and tear into some of these brush piles and make our own mulch. See if we can keep the weed pressure down that way. But I just pulled it as tight as I could. Again, I'm just trying to keep the deer from just walking up to it. I only went with 4-foot T-posts, 5-foot T-posts, but once you put them in the ground, they're 4 feet high. But I think what I may do is get some rebar and string those prayer flags up instead of trying to find some other way to rig them or tie them. I don't know. That was a chore. There are rocks back here about 2 inches down, as big as my head. And I mean everywhere. So you're literally trying to find a crack where you can get your T-post through the ground, or you hit the rock and you just have to find another hole. I mean, there's no way. You're not going to break through the rocks, not by hand. You can get a skid steer back here and do it, probably, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's only 7. So if I seem like I'm complaining, it's because I am. It's just rocky back here, man. You know, over there where the beefy boys are gonna be, the 10 acres is true pasture land, and there used to be cows out there. True pasture land. And of course the cows over the years, I'm talking 50, 60 years ago, all their manure, there's a foot of topsoil out there. I mean, a T-post, 2 good whacks, and I'll send a T-post a foot into the ground. But not over here. Not over here. Mom and Dad brought in, oh man, it was over 100 loads of fill dirt. Then they brought in some topsoil, which was spread around, but not 150 loads of topsoil. It's what it is. But let me take you in here. I got one of my patented pallet gates that I found on Pinterest. And now Mom and Dad, this door is their back door, of course. They can walk out. Mom's got her day. Mom's gonna get onto me for running the hose through the daylilies, that's for sure. That might not make the video. But now she can get to her tomatoes, blackberries. We're gonna plant something in that Tarter hay ring. Doggone, I called it a hay ring again. Let's spin it around so you can see how. See that pretty logo. There we go. So I think we'll throw some sunflowers in there just to make it pretty. It's ready now. It's ready. I won't put my starts out here yet until we get the prayer flags up, but I wouldn't be afraid of planting seeds out here. Anything we're gonna direct sow. That it may seem late, it may seem like we're getting a late start, but today's Monday the 3rd, and 2 weeks ago there was a frost warning tonight. It snowed Tuesday morning, and then there was a frost warning that evening as well. And I know frost warning doesn't mean killed, but it got down to 28 degrees less than 2 weeks ago. Just how it goes, boys and girls. Now I'm gonna go run some errands, and when I see you again, I'm not sure what we'll be doing, but Adler needs to meet the pasture pigs. We may call them the pee-pees. I don't know, it just sounds funny. I'm not gonna name them so you guys don't cry when they no longer have names. I think pee-pees would be pretty funny. And Adler will say it and he'll get a good giggle and we'll all giggle and it'll be funny. Yeah, anyway. I'd smack the camera, but I can barely lift my arms. So, y'all have a good one. See you here in a little bit. Smokey!
Sosie, here.
Sosie! There she is.
Sosie. Come here.
There she is. Here, Case. Let her sniff that and then drop it right in front of her.
Sosie. Sosie.
Look, there's Robin. Fox. Pennyworth. And Batman. Can you see I'm Batman?
Batman.
How about you?
What?
I'm Batman.
No.
Say I'm Batman.
No.
I'm Batman. $5.
No.
You named him Batman.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not gonna say it like that.
Oh.
Oh. Throw them in there. These are IPPs. Idaho pasture pigs.
Cool.
We'll call them the PPs.
We call them the IPPs, not the PPs.
But they're not actually from Idaho. They're from Anderson, Missouri. So these are Idaho, Anderson, Missouri pigs. PPs.
What? All right.
Baby chicken.
Baby chickens. How did they do that? You see that?
Yeah.
Look at the bunker.
No.
Can't make that up. Yep. Just hand them to Daddy. Hand them to Daddy. Will you clean it off? Okay, you can hold it, but don't drop it. Can you get the other ones? Let me hold that one. Can you get the other one? Hey, you're fine. There we go. Don't drop it, okay? Don't drop it.
That's good.
Grandpa did the weed eating.
Yeah.
Oh, he did everything. He did outside the fence too.
At the walk.
Adler walk.
And you walk.
Adler walk. So there's the gate. So cool. See the potatoes in the top right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is awesome. He may have used the, he used the box blade. He drug all that.
Wow.
Nice. And he weed eated. You can see the weed eat string. What we doing? What we doing over there? Fixing gutters. Here, don't go that way. Come this way. Come this way.
So people, bye-bye.
Bye.
Say y'all be good.
It did.
Don't work too hard.
Too hard.
Don't make it weird.
And make food. I thought it was.
God bless. Attaboy. Then what?
Deuces.
Do it.
See y'all.